the Most High did something for me that I didn't even know I needed, right? So this is actually a very recent experience. Just the week before last, yeah, me and my prayer group, we ended a 21-day fast, and it was really a blessing. I had several things in mind, but I didn't really have a focus, because the thing is, when you are overwhelmed with so many problems and you don't know where to start, you just start with the most basic. I remember I was asking the Most High to just bless me with something that I didn't know what exactly that I wanted, but I knew that I just wanted something different, that I wanted to gain something from that fast. And one of the things that I had done was I had applied for this job that I had been looking at, because I had made up my mind that I wasn't going to go back in the past to continue the same jobs or the same particular job that I used to do, because of the fact that of different reasons, right? So I applied for this job 3 weeks prior, or 2 to 3 weeks prior, and I didn't think much of it, because I was just like, well, if I get it, I get it. If not, it wasn't like on the forefront of my mind. Now, just to paint a picture for you guys, prior to this, okay, close to 3 years now, I haven't had like what you would call a serious full-time job, because I was of the mindset that I would, go into my own thing, I was doing side gigs already, I was making hair, doing hair for a while. I had sold some, had different things I was doing, right? And so it wasn't even, but once in a while it would flash in my mind, like, maybe you should have something on the side so you're not like so stressed out. So that way it's just like one of your hustles. If this one you're not able to earn from this, you can earn from that, right? And so I wanted a supplemental income. I knew that, but I didn't know what. So I went and I applied to this job, and so at the end of this fast, and then just like that, a thought occurred to me: why don't you just call this job and see what's going on with that? So I called them, and he's like, oh yeah, like, I'm looking for full-time, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. Why don't you come in, like, when do you want to come in? I said, I could come in as soon as you want me. He said, come tomorrow. I came the next day, did an interview, and y'all, I was offered the job. And it wasn't until later on, when she had called me back and gave me the offer, that I realized that for 3 years I hadn't worked. Right? So for 3 years I was living a life that I thought was normal. I was living a life that was regular for me, not knowing that the enemy was actually trying to frustrate all my efforts, including having a job. But it never occurred to me that I should have a job. And so to me, I felt like even if I did accept that job, right? But I began to think about it, and I'm like, okay, it was more of the statement of what it meant. Because even if I decide not to go with that job, right? It was the fact that a door had been opened unto me that somehow had been lost in translation. So it was as if the Most High was saying that all things are possible. So even if you want a job, don't worry, I got you. You want to start something? Don't worry, I got you. And I remember I was telling him, I said, Lord, I have been through so much in my life. I lost my father. Everything went to hell when my father died. Everything. Was I lost for a long time? Yes, I was very lost. And up until today, I don't know if I found myself. I don't know if I'm myself again. I don't think I ever will be completely myself. I was thinking about Job, and I was thinking about what he went through and how he trusted the Most High to the point where he said that even if he slays me, yet will I trust him. Which means that even if he allows the worst to happen to me, guess what? I'm still going to trust his sovereignty. I'm going to trust his power. I'm going to trust that he's able to save me even from that. And so as I'm sitting here contemplating the fact that, yes, this job that I got, the terms and the conditions may not be perfect, what I had in mind, but you know what? I have been able to break a 3-year streak over something that could have possibly helped me, but I was so traumatized by my last job 3 years ago that I just pushed everything out of my mind, and I was like, you know what? I don't need a job. I'm just gonna do gigs, and I'm just gonna take care of myself the best way that I can. I just wanted to add that I did have a few jobs here and there, but nothing full-time or permanent or different from the norm. And so I know that this might be confusing to some, but what I'm trying to say is that many times we settle. We settle for things that we think is winning. We think that we're readjusting. When life beats us up, we readjust and we move forward and we do better. But what if you leave something that could have helped you onto something else, when that very thing might just be one of the blessings that you should be holding on to? That's what I felt when I got this job. It made me to realize that blessings are not just one or two. It's not just what you perceive. It's way more than that. It's like somebody praying that the Most High would cure them of a headache, but they have cancer, right? And the Most High says, you know what? You want to be cured of a headache? Done. I will do that. But guess what? You also have something that's even worse than that. So here, I'm going to help you with that. That's what I felt like happened to me 3 days ago. Maybe what the Most High is trying to show me is that, you know what? I want you to realize what they took, and I want you to trust that I can give you even better. So guys, as I was saying, right, sometimes the Most High gives you something just to show you the possibilities, right? To show you that you are still on his mind, and that you are not limited, right? That's really what it is. It's like I feel more hopeful. Like I feel like all things are possible for me versus before when I felt like I'm only good for a certain type of job, you know? Like having worked in nursing homes and hospitals like for a better part of my life, while also trying to do my side gigs and my little business, I just kind of thought like, okay, well, even if I wanted to go apply for like a corporate job, excuse me, or something that's quite different from what I'm used to, I wouldn't be able to get it because I don't have the experience, I don't have this, I don't have that. But what this showed me is that if the Most High is behind me, then it will happen regardless, right? Like, so I don't have to worry, like, you know. And plus, you guys, jobs out there, you would be surprised like how every experience that you have had in different industries can be converted to the job that you desire. Because every experience, like everything that you do has like skills that can be equated to something else. So for example, if you talk to people a lot, right? That's customer service, that is you have a great relationship with people. So you're relational, you're able to take orders, not just from people, but also you're able to work alone. Things like that can be put into a resume to make you marketable, for any job that you desire, and people don't realize that. Long story short, there is hope for us all. We just have to believe that it's possible and go for it. Don't allow yourself to be limited by past hurdles, past failures, or even things that you don't think that you qualify for or deserve. To me, it's like a stepping stone because I'm like, oh, okay, well, if I can get this, then I could totally go do something else. Like, I can apply to something that's totally different from this and have the confidence that I will get it because the Most High is with me, right? And also because it's His will. Because obviously, we're not just gonna go apply to any random job because we just feel like it. So yeah, you guys, I hope that makes sense. But I pray that this would be a blessing to y'all. That's why I decided to share it, because I know that whatever it is that we go through, there's somebody else that's struggling with a version of that. And yeah, so thank y'all so much for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, and until next time, bye.